This is News Now. Southeast Asian leaders have discussed the COVID-19 response and post-pandemic economic recovery in the region during the virtual 36th ASEAN Summit. To give us the details, we have Maricel Halili reporting to us live from Mandaluyong. Mase, what specifically did ASEAN leaders mention today?
Sean, for the first time in history, the heads of state did not execute the family photo during the opening ceremony of the 36th ASEAN Summit. Instead, they've attended a meeting virtually due to restrictions brought by the COVID-19 pandemic. President Rodrigo Duterte has virtually attended the 36th ASEAN Leaders Summit together with other ASEAN leaders this morning. The president, who was supposed to be in Vietnam today for the summit, has made his online speech in his residence in Malago. One of the highlights of the summit is the creation of the ASEAN COVID-19 Response Fund. All ASEAN countries have committed to look for ways in collecting funds for the fight against COVID-19. In his speech, President Duterte emphasized the need to maximize trade participation among ASEAN countries. This is not only to ensure steady supply during the pandemic, but to also push for faster economic recovery of countries. The president also said that the government must focus on giving assistance to ordinary workers in micro, small, and medium enterprises. President Duterte also mentioned that the pandemic does not only bring bad news. In a way, pollution in the country has lessened due to imposed lockdowns. It also made people realize the importance of artificial intelligence and e-commerce. He encouraged ASEAN countries to have concrete plans for novel diseases and natural calamities. The issue on territorial dispute was also discussed. In his press briefing, presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said the president reminded the different countries claiming South China Sea to avoid tension by adhering to the rule of law. Like other heads of state, the president supports the early passage of the Code of Conduct. Sean, aside from the issue on COVID-19 and the South China Sea, President Duterte also emphasized during his speech that we should not set aside the problem on terrorism despite our issue on the pandemic. Sean?
All right, Mase, you did mention the Code of Conduct that was discussed also when the ASEAN was held here. Did any other ASEAN country, I'm specifically thinking of Vietnam, have any reaction to that and China's incursions in the South China Sea?
Based on the press briefing of presidential spokesperson Harry Roque earlier this afternoon, he mentioned that at least 5 heads of state from the ASEAN countries mentioned about the Code of Conduct, that they want to finalize this to ensure that there will be a lesser tension in the issue on the South China Sea. So we still have to see what will be the progress or the development on this matter. Sean?
Right, a good reminder to check up on that. Thank you very much for that update, Maricel Halili, joining us live from Mandaluyong. And here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The Health Department says the utilization of critical care facilities in Cebu City might reach critical levels soon, with hospitals being overwhelmed with the number of COVID-19 patients in the area. The DOH says at least 55% of ICU beds in hospitals have been occupied, while 54% of isolation beds are being used. New quarantine passes are also scheduled to be distributed to Cebu City residents this afternoon. Each will have a unique QR code and can only be used by one person per household. And at least 20 people were arrested in a protest led by the LGBTQ+ community in Manila. Baghari spokesperson Rayval Mores Salinas insists the group did not violate any law and that social distancing was practiced during the rally. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. We throw you now to the Health Department for its virtual presser. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.
So maraming dahilan po ang pagtaas ng mga kaso. First, tumaas po yung ating testing capacity. Noong Mayo, naglalaro between 8 to 10,000 ang ating daily testing output. Pero this June, pumapalo at umabot na actually ng 16,000 ang daily output natin. So makikita nyo po sa slide na yan na tuloy-tuloy yung pagtaas po ng daily testing capacity natin. Second, patuloy ang community transmission o pagkakahawa-hawa sa komunidad in selected areas. Makikita natin ito sa Cebu, for example, kung saan bara-barangay ang nagkakahawaan. At ang positivity rate nila ay around 32.8%. So anong ibig sabihin nito? Na sa kada 100 na natetest, halos 33 na tao ang nagpa-positive. This is in contrast to what you will see in NCR or in the national picture. So for NCR, our positivity rate is at 7.2%. So 7 out of every 100 nagpa-positive. And the national level, 6.8% naman. No? So this is in contrast to Cebu na 32.8%. So with all of these, dapat ba tayong mabahala? Oo. Pero dapat ba tayong maging helpless? Hindi, no? Bakit naman? So first, we know that the critical care utilization rate or yung ability po ng sistema na makapag-accommodate pa ng mga pasyente ay ayos pa tayo according to numbers, except for in certain areas or in certain hotspots, no? Pero ikalawa, ang mas importante, bakit hindi tayo dapat maging helpless is because we know actually what to do. So ayon sa mga pag-aaral, kung tayo ay magmamask, it reduces our chances na mahawa by 85%. At kung we will observe physical distancing, malelesen din yung chances na mahawa tayo by 80%. Mahalaga rin na siguraduhin natin na tayo ay in a well-ventilated setting, no? Kung saan nakakaikot yung hangin ng maayos. Para naman dun sa mga may mild symptoms or with lower risk, mas mabuting magpahinga at magpalakas sa community isolation facilities. Lalo na kung wala kayong solong kwarto sa bahay. Kasi alam naman natin sa mga pag-aaral na yung mga paghahawa-hawa ay within the household. No? Sa mga housemates, mataas po yung tsansa ng hawaan. At gusto din naming paalala na hindi ibig sabihin na mataas ang ating testing capacity or may expanded testing na tayo, ibig sabihin protektado na tayo lahat against COVID-19. Importante pa rin na gawin natin yung mga healthy habits, no? Yung paghugas ng kamay, pag-wear ng mask, pag-physical distancing. Magbigay tayo ng tamang information din lagi kapag nagko-contact tracing. Ngayon po, if we go to public places, pinapag-register po tayo. Pinapalagay yung ating telephone number para po kung may mangyari, tayo po ay mako-contact trace. So, hinahikayat po namin ng lahat na dapat maging honest tayo sa pagsulat ng ating phone number. Kasi importante po talaga ito para mag-contact trace tayo. Sa pagresponde naman laban sa COVID-19, huwag natin kakalimutan yung ating mantra. Lokal na pamahalaan yung leader sapagkat sila ay may pinakamay-kilala sa komunidad. Habang naman yung national government po ay nagbibigay suporta para matugunan yung response. Kaya naman, lubos din ang pasasalamat ng DOH at paghanga din namin sa mga LGUs who are masigasig at na nag-i-implement ng evidence-based practices at nag-i-innovate sa kanilang mga lugar. Pinupuri din namin ang mga local officials who are good role models to their constituents. Dahil sila ay nagmamask, sila ay nagpa-practice ng physical distancing at yung madalasang paghugas ng kamay. So para naman po sa ating case bulletin, narito po ang latest para sa araw na to. Makikita po ninyo sa screen mula sa lab submissions kahapon na na-validate as of 4 p.m. today, June 26, mayroon po tayong total confirmed cases na 34,073, kung saan ang nadagdag sa araw na to ay 1,006 cases. We have 788 fresh cases na dagdag sa ating talaan, kung saan 266 ay mula sa NCR, 251 ay galing sa Region 7, at we have 271 from different regions. So the total confirmed po natin, mayroon pong 274 na naka-recover, na kaya't ang total recoveries natin ay 9,182 na. Sa deaths naman, mayroon na pong nadagdag na 12, kaya sa kasalukuyan po, nasa 1,224 deaths na tayo. Of these, 12 reported deaths, 10 occurred in June. So as for the questions from the media, so the DOH has clarified that the occupancy of ICU beds and mechanical ventilators does not necessarily correspond to the number of confirmed severe and critical cases. Paano po ito nangyari? At may sapat po ba na critical care facility in emerging hotspots in critical areas? This question is from Ms. Caroline Bongkin of CNN Philippines. So yung mga ICU beds po natin at mechanical ventilators ay hindi po katumbas ng numero ng mga confirmed severe at critical cases dahil kasama po sa bilang ng occupied beds ang mga suspect at probable cases na may severe at critical na sakit. No? Sa ngayon, bagaman may iilang lugar na papalapit na sa high risk ang kanilang critical care utilization rate, may sapat pa rin po tayong supplies at equipment sa ating mga health facilities para tugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng pasyente. Sa ngayon, ang critical care utilization rate sa Region 8, kunwari ang isang emerging hotspot natin, ay may ICU utilization rate of 10% at MEC vent utilization rate of 5% as of June 25, 2020. Yan. For the entire country, ang critical care utilization rate po natin ay nasa 36.56%. For Cebu City in particular, as of June 24, the ICU utilization rate is at 55%, and isolation utilization rate is at 84.7%. At ang MEC vent utilization rate po nila ay 50%. So makikita nyo po, medyo mataas po ang utilization rate natin sa Cebu. Are health workers required to still conduct swab testing on all deceased patients? This is in line with reports on social media of some health workers still needing to swab dead bodies. Can you please elaborate more on the DOH's protocol on deceased patients and kamusta po ito so far, including yung mga morgues? So this question is from Gabi Parlade of the Daily Tribune. So nag-request na po kami sa DOH ng Department Memorandum on Proper Handling of the Remains of Suspect, Probable, and Confirmed COVID Cases. Ayon dito, yung mga suspect, probable, COVID-19 patients na namatay habang naghihintay po ng results nila are going to be considered as a confirmed case when they are handled. Ibig sabihin, wala nang kakaibahan kung suspect, probable, or confirmed sila kapag nagsagawa ng testing bago sila namatay. In general, hindi din po namin nire-recommend ang post-mortem testing para sa COVID-19 suspects or pag-test after na nila pumanaw dahil wala pong sapat na ebidensya na mataas yung magiging yield ng kanilang test. At lastly, tungkol naman po sa morgue, patuloy ang pakikipag-ugnayan ng DOH at DILG sa mga LGUs to ensure na merong sapat na funerary services. No? So far, wala naman po tayong nakukuhang reports na nagkakaproblema pa tayo dito. So, alright, we'd like to remind everyone na hanggang wala po tayong vaccines, let us not be complacent. Let's continue our anti-COVID habits, of hand washing, of wearing our mask, and of physical distancing. Ito yung mga simpleng bagay lang na pwede nating gawin so that we can all be the solution. Let's be responsible for ourselves, for our families, for our loved ones, and for all the members of our community. For more information po, and for more health tips, please visit Healthy Pilipinas website and Healthy Pilipinas Facebook page. Tandaan, together we can be the solution, and together we can beat COVID-19.
Health Watch, alertong pangkalusugan, mga dapat malaman tungkol sa dengue. Ang dengue ay isang viral infection na nagmumula sa lamok na Aedes aegypti. Karaniwan itong nangangagat tuwing umaga at makikita sa mga madidilim na sulok ng bahay. Ang dengue ay nagdudulot ng mataas na lagnat na tumatagal mula 2 hanggang 7 araw. Pananakit ng katawan, panghihina, pamamantal, pagdurugo ng ilong, pagsakit ng tiyan, pangingitim ng dumi, at pagsusuka. Huwag ng aspirin ang taong may dengue. Painumin ng maraming tubig at dalhin agad sa pinakamalapit na ospital o health center para maiwasan. Panatilihing malinis ang kapaligiran. Magsuot ng mahahabang damit, gumamit ng mosquito repellent, sumangguni sa health worker at makipagtulungan sa inyong barangay kapag may dengue outbreak para iwas sakit. Huwag malito. Dapat laging listo.